Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. Does force a 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down. They will go for it. Williams. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And they get this down roughly to the 30-40-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. First down, Williams to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
That's more of the catch out left. He's across the 20, still going. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears chop some of the lead off before the half. DJ Moore, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Nix to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Make the tackle at the 38. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On first down, it's Nix. Looking right, and he finds him. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Bombers. Hey!
They'll throw again. Nix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Hold on, son. Ready. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Captain, 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 captain.
Nix to throw again. That one connects. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided first half. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Williams from the gun. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't feel it no more. So again, don't feel it no more. Drop in a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding the wave and they chilling on shore. It used to be a bitch when you're inside.
Set to kick off.
But you don't want to see more. You want to see more. You want to see soul. Like I slow you down. The body is acting up. The mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that you're talking about thoughts and memories.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 40-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Williams to throw. This is Loveland working the right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. He tosses right to the short side. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
No throw, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards. Goes to the hurry up here.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
2nd down, give to Harvey. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So they'll decline this and take the result. It's Nix out of the pistol. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And the defender comes away with it. And the Bears will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be first down Bears.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
We've set it down from the 37. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Brings up second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He completes it in traffic. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Third down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. And that's got it, left side. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. All right, so we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the fourth at a massive deficit. All right, here we go. Second down. Plowing up the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Dunze touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And the point after is good by Schmidt. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game.
Bears 14.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. This one's covered by the Broncos hands team. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
You know, what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
That's when right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Kicks again on 2nd and 10. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's taken down at the 30. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down Denver.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
That's it's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Ready? Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Second down. Here's Nix again. Finds Mims. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Working inside the red zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears have some new life in the 4th.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the room. Okey. That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
On first down, they'll run. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Jump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
In the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Moving on into the red zone. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bears losing by 14.
First down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready to run!
To throw, Williams. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Ready to run!
Here's Williams again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
Ready to run!
Looking to throw it. He rolls to his right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
Field goal doesn't move that field. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Ready, set. Yes, 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 yes. Touchdown, 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 touchdown.
To throw. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears now within 1 score in the 4th.
Chicago.
All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Schmidt tacks on that extra point. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bears 21.
So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. This one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Olay, olay, olay.
They're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Next, quick out wide, complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th.
The kicker on for the point after.
So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Williams from the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it.
Williams pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Oh, my son.
Shotgun hand out to Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
1 yard gain.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it.
The Bears score.
This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
49. Bears 21.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this fly. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win